lower bracket.
Map, not match, yeah.
Neither team wanting to suffer that fate.
Chema Yuki, you got called out. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Need to be able to rotate around the map nicely here.
Sorry, Chema Yuki. Nothing I could do. I read it. I read it. I couldn't ignore it. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. Okay, Talon on defense.
Exploration coming through.
Nope. Talon on attack. Genji on defense. Instant reaction to losing over towards A is the late push over towards mid, and it does get a little bit rough. And man, we're pushing.
Is able to find one. He said king of swing. There's that first swing coming through.
Instant reaction to them pushing over towards middle. As Jitboy's taking all the space over towards B.
Tries to open up the site.
Great shot. He might have won the round there.
Now the plant can come in.
Yeah, that's huge. They were lurking on a couple different areas of the map were Talon, so even though they lose that mid fight, they were able to take a lot of map control. Primy was pretty deep
awake all night now. I slept after Americas.
Of what was going on and how they could quick rotate to the other side. Now GENG has to set up for a big retake. You've got some flashes. You've got the Teho util. Can you get the job done? Cruz still has a haunt. Timing's going to be important.
Be a bit of a death ball here. Texture somehow able to stabilize that shot. Finds Jitboys. Cruz now dead. Site widely opened up. Still this flank coming through from Primy, though, can find some solid damage, some solid impact here around.
Ain't getting this one.
Kahlua widely all alone, but Munchkin
Damn, they were on top of this. GENG looking kind of nice here. It's a good retake. Everyone was ready for a lot of things. I mean, even this Pika was ready for the instant reaction over towards B. Talon might have a really rough time here. Double Sentinel. No pistol.
Great play there to find that isolated player.
Americas was short last night. We got super
throwing a
lucky.
prowler, but by that point it was too late. GENG was already accelerating.
Lucky sleepwise. Unlucky for close games.
And this is well, all's well that ends well. But what a read by Munchkin there, anticipating that a player is going to come out. A great smoke that covers that spike and sets up Munchkin for that positional play too. Again, those salvos.
Oh god, the salvos did so much damage.
Now a third, now a
fourth. The salvos, bro.
As it's a flawless average round, baby.
Fearlessly send it over towards A, and that one salvo hit just on its own did like what, 180.
Making similar sounds down at the stage before the map started, and I honestly had no idea if it was Talon or GENG because they both kind of have that sort of whimsy about them, I suppose.
This was, it might be a stretch, but you could call it whimsy.
Well, this round is, this round, I was talking about their pre-map noises. And this is quick scale towards the B site, clear the turret.
Can you VOD review my game?
Munchkin gonna throw a flash to try to buy a little bit
of
time.
Rank, did you say what? Silver lobby?
Talon.
Dude,
but
guys. Okay, guys, I mean this in the nicest way. If you're in silver, just play like DM TDM for a while. Stop queuing ranked. Your aim's not good enough. Just get your aim better. Like you're wasting time playing ranked. Just queue TDM.
A ton of damage pushed across on the two players of Talon. 52 health between Kahlua and Tai.
Like that's the best use of your time. I promise you.
Especially against a bonus. Some of those other guns that might not normally get the kills. Yeah, this is bad.
Cruz needing to find anything, but he cannot. Now the Nebula gets popped. He pushes forward. Jitboys is there. Yep, gets into that smoke a little bit faster. Finds that punish. Texture. Eventually able to line him up. Is Relay Bolt not going to connect onto these players? No, actually he does find one.
There's so many low HPs. Dude, Primy, you gotta save him.
And even if Primy gets this clutch, this is so much damage dealt by GENG. With the spike across the opposite side of the site.
He doesn't have time.
And he doesn't have it. He doesn't have any util.
I mean,
Ash just needs to watch.
Yeah, he's just playing.
He's done for, right?
Primy has to get this elimination. Run for the
it's still into a bonus
conversion here.
Double Sentinel.
GENG's hands.
I mean, GENG just has so many little traps in this round. They've got that smoke where they can find a bit of an angle, get a ton of damage, shotgun around the corner, and even though Jitboys plays it nicely off the fake out through the smoke to get the kill, everybody else just doing a really nice job of swarming.
Dude, Texture goes so crazy. Yeah. Outlaw, everyone that they can farm.
To set up that push into
I'm
halls as well,
very
cutting off
I'm
those
very
players on
worried
their
for
site.
Talon that it's gonna be one of those
Just
where
got
it's
an
Just imagining listening to nice
they don't
jazz, and
even
that's the backing
get like a showing
It's
into the
just
map.
screams.
Okay.
That texture gonna be out way
That's a
too
gun.
wide. Gets overwhelmed.
All we have to do is
Classic
cast it a
able to
little
find
bit.
that kill, and that's potentially a weapon recovered.
Yeah, they
And with the
smoke it, they
yep,
pick it
we'll
up,
be
they
able to
got the
grab that
outlaw.
quickly. Exits back across the opposite side of the map. Does
Is this
also
a
have
limb?
dimensional
It's
drift
it's
available.
not a limb. This is still upper bracket,
Be a hell of a way to get themselves on the board here.
but it is
Talon.
playoffs.
Yeah. What a start there. Maybe Texture anticipating that maybe one player was there, he could just grab info. Instead, he was overwhelmed. So now it's on to Munchkin. Karan over there towards A, but they're wrapping all the way back. They're playing deep.
0 point going to be cleared. Knows that they're in. Catches a shoulder. Fragment delays the rest of the team. As the Prowler gets cleared out, the jump out from Primy, looking for the shots there. The Outlaw, however, will be felled. Munchkin re-swings, looks for a little bit more, ends up overstepping as Ty scoops up the weapon, able to find a little bit more. It is a bloody brawl, one that GENG narrowly gets away from here with the win.
They got it
4-0 to
close.
start.
Okay, well,
A
the
hell
thing
of
is,
a go
they get the
from
money
Talon to
low
nearly pull off the
or
drifting.
lower,
Yeah, I mean,
but the problem is,
see if that
the
can
problem
get
is their
a
comp
fire
is
lit
like
underneath
it's not good on
this
attack.
Thai
It's
team
hard for them
because
to
that's
secure
a
2
ton of
rounds in a
damage
row
on
and
Nico.
even
The
get them down
problem
to an
is that you've
eco.
already lost the bonus.
Yeah, the problem is the money's
So
already
things
pretty
get
good.
A little bit
Could win
messy
2 in a row.
behind that. And good delay from Munchkin there off the rip, using that fragment to divide up the Talon forces, set up for the rest of the GENG players to get there. And Ash comes through, clutches it up, having a whale of a day is Ash.
Instant Euro ult. The knife went over
Everything else-
towards
everything
A
else
and
has
didn't
been
spot
good.
anyone.
You know, one beef.
Oh,
is
this
okay.
is a nice ult though. Clear close R, TP over towards here, clear all this, take all of the
Side open
space.
and says, come on in. Water's
Fade
warm.
eye at the
Scouts
top
it all
if
out
anyone
for him.
tries to time any of the
Command
space that
available
already
for the
got cleared or
retake,
the
yeah.
smoke.
But for now,
It's a
and
nice
play.
set strat.
as Ash is looking to scout around here, stealth drones to try to check, and not sure if it was able to catch a glimpse on Primy, but it does force him to go ahead and evacuate all the same.
The KO ult's pretty interesting here because
Making his way
did the
around
Astra
the
get
back
hit
wall.
or
GENG
not?
down
Astra's
forward
like
here, into the
moving
side.
away. Yeah, okay, Astra was out of it.
For timing,
Top
try to
of the
swoop
spike,
forward.
Astra
Stopping
sucks
barrel,
gone. It's all
self-
going to come down to
quick turn,
spams.
finds the headshot. Jit Boy's now starting to swing around towards Flowers, but it's already too late.
That's
The defuse
just
is
a
just being held
straight
around.
up
He gets
defuse.
away from them. They'll find some more
Yeah,
kills,
probably
but
had
Jit
to play
Boys
more on
needs to hold on
site
to the weapon.
against the
But
KO.
can he do so? Tagged down to 52, and they will leave him to his own devices. But GENG are now up 5-0.
Yeah, they're playing
It's
for
looking
retake
nice
the
for
whole,
GENG,
whole way. Our
man. Everything
GENG,
looks great.
This is just a mess. I mean, the timing there for Killua couldn't have been worse.
The whole
Cruz,
round is like really nice
ill-advised.
until
There's
the
a
after plant, and
operator
then
waiting for you there, and I don't know what Jit's doing. He took quite a while.
I think they got to
get
play
through
more on
water.
site.
Oh,
He's just a kid.
oh, good God, it's so funny. Armageddon going to be used aggressively here, forcing them forward out of club. I can't even find my words yet.
Good
I
insta
mean,
ult.
this is basically the round done. The spike is now stranded.
GENG learning from their mistakes on this B-long push out. This time they've got numbers to back Texture up. And he dies
Texture,
again,
man,
but that's
Texture's
okay.
just the best, dude. He's
You won
so
the-
funny.
You won that battle. The war for the rest of the round continues, but a man down. Our Talon looking into this. They've got some ults, but two of them are out of their hands. Ty has the Cosmic Divide. Are they going to be able to use it? You have to use it to grab the spike. You can't. Just use the smokes, but look at all that util.
Well, they try to nano it. The spike's still on the floor. Back screens. They just spam them out. They say, well, we have a suspicion. And it is confirmed. Primy now. Here alone to try to play recovery. Deep, long flank from Dai once again. Trying to make his way through. But he can't make any noise. It's a grab well. I mean, this is like cringe post plant from GENG, but they're just protecting a spike. And with Primy dead, now it's absolutely over because this whole
Really disciplined,
slow
though.
walk up attempt from Dai to
No,
try to
like,
get into a position.
Still wants to
keep his
overstep here. GENG looking
flank unknown.
kinda
means that he is
nice.
in no spot to find the impact, and he cannot get there in time before Primy falls. Now will just be the save.
Yeah. I mean, just crazy stuff from GENG.
They got some ults though. Like they're
Doubling
gonna
down
they're
on
gonna
some
get
of what we
around.
saw a few rounds ago.
It's just how much more do they
really
get
well.
than the one round.
Just Talon scratching their heads. The lurking player ineffective again. So GENG playing with some confidence, playing with some pace, shutting Talon out of the round. Oh, the Nova pulse back there too. Yeah. Cringe post plant.
Are we getting a timeout?
That is correct.
I mean, they will timeout now, but
there's the timeout call.
It's just gonna
After
be
the 0-6
here's a
start.
plan with our ult. But I imagine they have set plans with how that your ult looked
The
anyway.
Jazz is not coming together.
No. This is more of a cacophony than a Jazz.
This is, yeah.
Does my Twitch chat keep freezing?
Really,
What's going on today?
Sounding like music, postmodern.
One up again.
Maybe, but
It's like when you give a young kid their first drum set.
yeah. Or you get like a recorder concert at an elementary school and it just
no.
woo. My Korean teacher got me an ocarina.
Oh,
I was thinking about bringing it to annoy you.
No, that is that is the nerdiest.
Someone, the Valo to Asia guys told me I should learn how to play Die For You on it.
Yeah. Oh.
I would just love to torture you with that, so maybe I'll do it.
How did they miss that one during the production of the song?
Yeah.
How did Gravis not go, oh, you know what we need?
Well, you see, I could record it, and then you could use it on like your TikTok reels and your Insta reels and stuff to put over like fail plays in Valorant.
See, I have an ocarina back in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I bought that
because of Legend of Zelda.
when I was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
yes, because of Legend of Zelda.
Thought so.
Bang a game
So
though.
if you go to I'll have to hold that thought. Tempted the side exec coming through here from Talon, Nightfall. Widely just going to be used though, and then they're going to back away.
Oh no, we overcooked. We might have overcooked, but it's at least a hard question mark created over towards A.
Pushes, those lurks.
Look down. Yep.
I think we overcooked.
Extra able to find it. And now they're committed. Stealth drone basically tells them everything they need to know. Flash set up, dodged. As relay bolt.
Hello, Ninja mate. How you doing?
Steel Garden going to be invested here. Picture no real route of escape.
Dude, so much delay with the salvos. We got the ult popped as well for the
Liner zap and nearly find some
for the
damage.
Visor. Ah, nah, man, they might not get any rounds, chat.
Texture, looking for that
They might not get any rounds.
Swing around
Did
the
they
side.
just double?
Can he get it? Yes, he absolutely
Oh boy, they didn't get any kills of it.
That might just be the final nail in the coffin. This GENG
Oh boy,
move up 7-0.
This could
just
get
swatting Talon aside
this
round
could
after
get
round.
worse than it has
Mr.
already.
4K has done
They're
it
at least
again.
gonna have like Yoru ult in one.
Just giving the people what they
And they have
want.
an
I've already
Astro
seen a
ult,
couple signs in the crowd looking for the 4K, and they get it. That first two with the overdrive. Disgusting. Disgusting, those headshots. That was
Bro is way
phenomenally
too
played
happy,
by
man.
Texture. What a
Having the
awesome
best time.
counter to that Vice ultimate to have, and Talon invests a couple big ones in that round, and they get butt kiss in return. Still have Ty's ult, still have Jitboy's ult, but those were two big execute ults that you wasted in that round. Primi went away from his at least.
Texture finding the one, quickly slides away. Relay to cover the
Doesn't
escape
even
as well as
slide
the
away,
Nebula
just
pop.
runs out of them.
Which is going to be another early player advantage here for the side of GENG.
They just can't get a good read, can Talon. Texture's been holding long B, so they thought they'd try some art aggression, and he shifted over. Munchkin one step ahead of his opponent in the positioning of his chess pieces. Cruz though? Ooh, almost.
It's free info though.
Close but no cigar. And Ash, he's just going to look to jiggle out a bit. Nothing else going to be spotted here. Just an orb grabbed up here for Cruz.
He actually jump spotted as he was running away as well. Extra jump spot on top reveals nothing over towards B. Kind of clearing over towards B. 3 and stack over towards A. They lose this. They got an eco. 4v5. They put the Yoru into it. Like they're desperate.
Caught. Does end up
Good
getting
kill,
taken
though.
down as there's the neural theft reveal. I think the turn from the flash there is Munchkin. Not getting spotted out, but Texture's position now going to be noted here. Dugout. Foxy 9 strafing forward. Jitboy's going to be found.
Dude,
Munchkin
that's a
peeks in
lovely
from the
little
window. Says
1-2 on
hello.
that.
He was able to take him down. Lockdown now going to be committed here from the side of GENG. The flank coming in from Cruz, needing to deliver, but it has been read like a book. And now the two
Oh, he doesn't get his Astra Star for a little bit.
Primi does manage to find one. But then swiftly will be dealt with.
Oh.
Oh, it's a catastrophe.
Oh, God, man.
So anyway, what I was going to say is that if you go to, I'm going to butcher the name. It's Chufan in Taiwan. It's a city, lovely, gorgeous city. They, for whatever reason, specialize in making ocarinas. Because I feel like right now, it's better to talk about that.
No, that's where my Korean teacher bought it.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, I'm not sure they're getting around, chat. They have an Astra ult. Once they use this Astra ult, they are so far away from getting any other ult again.
Harass him with it.
And even the
I'll harass both of you.
what's the fate? The Fatal's the closest, and
oh no.
they're like what, 6 away? No, 5 away.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I was just watching the lockdown and
I'm watching this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
Oh, it's not the T-shirt at least.
We're being told it's just a gear issue on the side of GENG. Hopefully. Just, you know, a little too much excitement. Maybe slammed a mouse. Something like that.
Just yank that keyboard out
check
of
the dongle, check the polling array. Let's hope
celebrating
everything's gonna go.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get it resolved pretty quickly here. But, I mean...
Chat, how long until they mention EMEA?
What a pace GENG is set here on Pearl.
I reckon...
I'm being told that it's going to be a very fast turnaround.
After 1 minute.
I'm knocking on wood.
Trust. Thank God this desk is made out of wood.
Yeah. I bet that Munchkin gets MVP. I bet that Foxy 9 gets MVP. Loser has to pay for barbecue. What if you both lose?
Yeah, what happens then?
Is it just a split?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You might be on that trajectory with the way Texter's been playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want to see GENG play again tomorrow, for sure.
Well, they are 5 rounds away from making that happen. 5 round wins away, I should say.
I mean, it's just so fun to watch some of these teams, but GENG is just having a blast. I mean, obviously, but they're so loud, they're so fired up. You know, you gotta love the energy that both teams will bring, but
hey,
and we're in.
Alrighty.
That's how you do a tech pause.
Ash has not done.
That's the closest we got.
It's worth noting.
Oh my God, he has.
That's not too bad.
Okay, so maybe
that's not
Ash
too bad.
we'll
the closest we got was that. They did great.
To try to back it up, so.
It's such an easy, easy one to go for.
For now, 4 Guardians, a Phantom for Jit. Talon about to face in towards this judge. It's going to be Kahlua on the opposite side of the map. Is actually able to find that kill, but Texture does manage to find Tai. Pivots back across towards A, which has not yet been taken.
Just a smoke.
Let's hope they didn't want to use the Astra.
They set up the Vice Wall inside of it, so if there's any lurks from GENG, they'll get identified. But you don't have a ton of information on this map. You've lost mid-control. You've been spotted. Just the Cypher, though, so that's some good misleading information.
It's not the tell-all.
Yep. GENG hasn't bitten on any of this. Yeah, that's going to make it a little obvious.
Salvos to go ahead and delay. Cage lobbed forward as stun maybe just narrowly avoided there by Primi, but Charon has now moved forward to further reinforce this site, and they are tearing them apart. So how much was the ocarina? Was it, you know, was it?
No, she didn't tell me that.
These guys.
But it's very cute.
Well, 3K from Charon, 9-0. I would recommend going there, though. It's a very nice, gorgeous city.
I would like to. I really would like to go someday.
Oh,
that's a good shot.
I went when it was rainy, which was less ideal, but was more idyllic for like photos.
Yeah.
But it's just imagine like just old, just like night market type. You know, there's all these like paper lanterns lining the streets, and you're like going up these staircases and stuff that lead to the top of the top of the town and everything. And there's just shops and restaurants everywhere.
Oh, that's...
you know me, I'd love that.
It's very, very beautiful.
Absolutely.
And do a taxi tour, and they'll take you all around the northern side of the island.
You know, I'm
Mixwell,
okay
yeah.
What else has been beautiful?
Might be writing that tweet out. Getting close.
Stellar on this map. No answers to be found by Talon.
None whatsoever.
Thing is that they're going to have a good defense, but mate, if they got no rounds, it just doesn't matter.
Here alongside Munchkin. So he takes away the kills. Primi spotted out. It's got to be scratching his head.
Yeah.
Talon's already in the first. That's
heartbreaking
true.
so far.
What happens then?
There's still a world where
Does he
Talon
not
turns this
tweet
around,
because they're already in the 30-0 club?
Primi finding the first. Ash peeks in, finds the kill. Yeah, back away. You haven't died yet.
Yeah.
It was the
Waiting for everybody else.
Go for the perfect run. The undefined KDA.
it was the lowest game,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, the spike's down anyway, so yeah.
Don't fully have eyes on it. Primi does get a gun. Spike now picked up. Tap.
Welcome to the VIP roll.
Close peaks. Retaps. Texture just dropping down. And now he's completely surrounded. Primi, what a transfer for the third.
Hey, what though? He gets his ult.
Kudos.
And they have set
Very
your
nice
ults.
green 3K.
So they might
but
get
still
one.
10-0.
Yeah.
12-0 in 3.
It's... Have we ever had a 13-0 in a playoffs game anywhere in VCT?
In the playoffs?
I mean, I know we had them at international events.
Well, I think the Paper X Talon Lotus was not. I think it was like the first game back after an international.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've ever had it in a playoffs game here.
I don't think in Pacific. Maybe in another region, and I just don't know. Maybe like EDG smoked somebody in China.
I don't remember. Yeah, maybe that. I don't remember when the Loudy
The Lotus was playoffs? Oh, really?
I don't think that was a playoffs, but maybe it was. Okay, Jip Boys is just getting tapped.
Okay, I mean, they got a sight, though.
Opens up the side.
They got a sight, and they got a
Munchkin
comp
just
that's
gonna
good
go
at
ahead and
holding
straight
the
out towards safety.
sights. Yellow, mate, you got to put these
Best
down.
possible setup here at the moment for the side of Talon, closest that they've been.
Put the fawns down.
Getting around win. 5 players set up here.
Right along
Gen
the
G
wall.
have to look for this retake.
Please put the fawns down.
See a couple of them.
You take
No
him some
ults
space.
other than
You got the
Karan's
space.
Cosmic
Put the
Divide.
fawns down.
Is Gen G just going to throw that out? But
Nice, dude.
this
They're actually
retake
going to win.
actually very tricky now. You're going to have to explode out of this heaven position.
Well, Jip Boy's able to find one. Munchkin put down Texture. He can't see a damn thing. He's just straight to the opposite side of the site. Ash is still clicking heads. Comes away with 2.
No,
now
bro.
a third. As the defuse is being stuck. Primi. Noted. Not noted. Now in a position to try to go for the clutch. The hold on the defuse. And
Yeah,
Ash
never
will
in
finally be
doubt.
felled as Primi comes away with a Red Bull
They
clutch.
all go down.
To go ahead and pick up
They'll go
Talon's
down, but it
first
runs around.
round victory. The 13-0 not to come to fruition. But it takes
Dude,
them.
how did
It
Ash get-
costs them
how did Ash get
everything
3 there?
just to get the 1-round win.
You're exactly correct. And just looking at their buys, they have to go down to 2 Guardians. They lost so much in this retake. I mean, it looked like this was going to be so difficult for Gen G, but Ash just walking out, popping people, drops down, finds the third. Primi there to clutch. Flash at the end to make sure. Ash just spinning, hoping that he can't get there in time, but Primi not going to fall to that. Cruz does have another Nightfall, but got some counter ults available for Gen G. They scoop up another one for Munchkin. So that's 3 in the bag. The ult cycling, everything going so well for Gen G. There's A+, no notes for them so far, really, in this half, other than that last
About to
round.
peek this. See, oh, gun barrel hasn't been spotted yet.
See it.
Kahlua, they're getting closer and closer. There's the final shot coming through right as the Nightfall goes across the site. Ash connected, caught by it, does still manage to take one down with him. Primi on the floor as Jit Boys bounds forward into that smoke.
Yeah, he's in a weird
Find
spot.
Flowers to peek out. Shot.
Oh, not again.
Quite connecting. Overdrive immediately going to be popped. But
Did
still,
good,
he's
though. Him
wary
just
about
staying
this
alive
potential
is pressure
flank, but now
enough.
Seems like they can just turn their sights forward here to the players remaining. And that will be them melted down.
God,
11-1
absolutely
at
wrecked
the
them.
half. Gen G.
It's a real
So
rough,
far out
rough
in
one with
front.
the double sentinel starting on attack.
Incredible, with how good these 2 teams
Definitely
looked on the first 2 maps,
Made
respectively.
it a little bit harder for themselves
I
as
felt
well,
like
but
we were in for some kind of
other
craziness
than
here,
that,
but
it was nice from Gen G.
Gen
Dude, I
G
felt like
just
Texture had a
all over
lot
them.
of fast skills as well.
there is... I don't even know if Talon brought the instruments for their jazz performance today. This is tragic. Tragic, frankly.
Yeah. I mean, considering how it started, too.
Yeah. No, I thought after Haven, I'm like, oh, they look good
Neonaut? Yeah, the
today.
Neonaut's still unreal.
But just for that one map.
It's
Not
very
wrong.
quickly running out of steam.
But I think Neon's in a really good
A
spot.
1-11 score line to try to run
Maybe
back.
you need
just
to
given
change
how
anything
things
with that.
looked.
Like,
mean,
they found
it
a good,
just feels
they found a good Neon balance.
It does. It's hard to imagine that world where Gen G can't find 2 rounds on any side of a map. Especially with how good it's looked. And I mean, it's sure, the defender side of comp that you're attempting to run as Talon, but it's hard. It's hard no matter what. You can't lose the pistol, period.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like, you know, this had to have been an 8-4 at, you know, at the worst. We'll see, though, what they have left in the tank. GENG, one pistol in the lead, 3-2, looking to make that 4-2 and bring this map to a very swift conclusion.
They're once again.
I don't know if you heard, but Bane has early stage appendicitis.
Nobody from Talon there.
They're pushing off the surgery till Monday.
Get the space. There's the vice wall.
But he will play today. Wait, that's... Dude, isn't that meant to be, like, insanely painful?
A point of contention. But Talon all over
Wait, isn't that meant to be kind of dangerous?
Read anywhere, so it has to be mid.
Wall set up here. Base of art stairs. Primi. Does he wait to try to play off a bit? No, just goes for the peek and is able to find Foxy9. Spike gets dropped. That's going to be a good amount of information here for the side of Talon.
Now let's see if this is going to be a reroute for GENG.
Got approval from his doctor? Well, they know more than us.
Pressing forward.
Needing to find that similar impact, and with Primi in tow, they are able to find it. 2 remaining players locked off away from one another.
Dude, that's
and the wall
rough,
will go down. Texture and Caron try to be the difference makers here. It seems highly unlikely as shots on the ghosts. Damn,
just
crisp,
imagine for a moment they did this.
Talon. 3-3 in that regard. Needing 9 rounds to get us back into a tie.
Yeah, this is a good set of protocols for Talon off the back of not receiving any contact at the extremities of the map. It's a quick rotate back over to the wall for Primi, and he's very ready for players to be there. Wall popped or not. He takes Foxy in a heartbeat, gets himself up to positive in the KD in that round with 3, 14, and 11. Still, though, a long, long journey for Talon if they're going to make this a map.
2 Guardians, Outlaw, Stinger, Ghost.
Does that fader even work? Is it not too high?
It's going to be a little bit of economic damage felt. Classics across the board, though, aside from Foxy9. As, just around the corner here is Caron in that.
Being delusional as much as done.
To scale
yeah, but just imagine.
There's the swoop out. He's going to be on the hunt, looking for a little bit more, and eventually gets rewarded.
Imagine you were
with
staying
the shot.
tuned for the whole
Damage
comeback.
Not suffered either, and that's going to be
fully locked
down.
in.
Yeah, nice.
Enjoying every
Primi.
round.
Doing what he can here. Try to resurrect Talon's life. Turn them into a phoenix.
Right there.
Swing out, high, good for 2, good for 3.
Spike down A.
Guy does farm a Guardians.
Seems like the odds of finding any real damage fairly unlikely.
Bot coming back.
As that should be Talon getting themselves a very clean anti-eco. Getting a 3rd round win.
I would think.
Okay, 4K. Another flawless. Gears
I
starting
know
to
what
turn a
the
little bit.
Billy
Now
coach
we'll go
said.
into the
What did
bonus.
the Billy
Talon
coach
get
say?
that conversion here. They will very well be poised to get on the run back into this.
Right there.
What's crazy to say is this almost feels like a must-win bonus for Talon.
Oh, it is.
It is. You know, how often do you say that? They have to keep the momentum going. Still some good vibes
Okay,
going.
first buy round. First buy rounds.
Despite the
Everyone gets the heavy
lopsided
armor.
scoreline.
Foxy9, I guess.
GENG, though,
rid of a molly
actually
for
only
it.
able to put together 3 Guardians because they have to go for full armors with the Outlaw being carried over. It's actually there's hope here for Talon in this
Billy
round.
coach had a quote to the team after their win against Trace saying, "Don't let this change your mindset. We're still trash." That's good. I mean, it could work. It could work well for some teams.
Trying to see if
You
they
got to
can
have
cut
the
it off
right
wall,
group
but
for that to work
manages
well.
to stay intact for Talon. So there is a lot of utility
That's like
you
the
have to
whole.
clear as GENG.
It's 12. You're winning 12-0, and it's like
pretend
pretend you're losing 12-0. We need
There
every
could be a wall
round.
somewhere, whether it be
Kinda
right at
vibes.
the entrance to the B site.
Just honestly
or
a little
at
bit
Art.
more, a little bit more
Trip
savage
wires.
to the
Oh,
team.
Caron just goes on the peak. Primi
They got
shut
Primi.
down. Critical kill to be found. Cyber Cage set up here on the one-way. Texture relay bolt does connect as salvos go across. Jit Boys able to get away from them. Avoids taking damage here for the time being. Kalua seeing a little bit here as Jit Boys now on the angle, just being
Yeah,
overwhelmed
they ain't gonna win doing that.
from every single possible front. Gets picked apart.
Spike planted.
Ty now needing to deliver another 4K, but Ash will instantly find the headshot.
Very nice.
Did not allow them to convert the bonus.
Dude,
Now
it was
they're up
looking
to match
so.
point.
I was so hopeful for Talon after watching Haven. Haven was
just
a
great opening
masterclass.
shot.
And then
on the other 2 maps, it was the first kills.
Wrecked on Icebox in terms of anti more than anything. Like at least good game plan, good reads.
Talon
And
dominating on
then,
Haven, GENG dominating.
I mean, here it's just
on
it's
Icebox.
just a diff.
And
Fully.
that opener for Charon breaks things apart. Great push and pull from Munchkin and Texture and Alley to make sure that Jit Boys couldn't do any more damage. Texture comes dashing in, Munchkin around the corner being patient until his duelist had made contact. Texture already finishing the job.
Sandy Starlight, thanks so much for the
aggressive,
Prime.
has
Appreciate
his
the
ult.
11 months. Thank you, thank you.
So let's see if he can keep Talon's hopes alive for another round.
Just immediately, it's undoing the plan there. Still denying the lurk. Cruz watching. Tiny bit of damage across. It's just going to be a trip to the wall.
Like the diligence here, early baiting of the util by GENG. See what reactions come through from Talon, and also make it a little bit hard to read. They're just going to double down off the back of that 3-man push, although the spike's still sitting in mid, and they're actually going to go all the way into connector.
I think Munchkin really wants to try to keep the interest over here. They are pushing around the back. Dimensional drift to come out. Munchkin potentially at a risk here. But Primy's going to be able to spot out. Yeah, there's not much else over here at long. Jumps back. Texture looking to try to lead the charge.
He's got to go crazy.
Sliding forward, able to spot out one, but not before Charon gets taken
done.
down. Ash, however, finding Jit Boys. Foxy finding Kahlua. Player advantage now here for the side of GENG as they look to bring the series to a conclusion.
I mean, this one was really convincing.
Forward in the bracket.
It's a shame we didn't get a close map.
They slipped the defenses. GENG gonna close it out.
Cosmic Divide called.
Who did Talon play in lower
The
bracket?
corner Texture tagged down to 52, and they lined up for him. It'll end in the blink of an eye as Texture picks up a 3K, and GENG look dominant on Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, it could
What
get
a bounce
close.
back today
That one
for
probably does get
GENG.
close. Okay, nicely done for GENG. One game away.
Storming back,
They gotta play Boom.
only allowing 9 rounds in the last 2.